Hi friends, welcome to my Exams Daily YouTube channel. Today in this video, I would like to share you about the latest and important current affairs of 10 December 2020. Before that, don't forget to subscribe our YouTube channel and click the bell icon for daily updates. National Affairs. Cabinet gives approval to Atmanirbhar Bharat Rozgar Yojana. Union Cabinet has approved the Atmanirbhar Bharat Rozgar Yojana to boost employment opportunities in the country. Along with this, Cabinet has also approved an expenditure of rupees 1,584 crore for the current financial year and rupees 22,810 crore for the period of 2020 to 2023. Under the scheme, Centre will provide subsidy for new employees engaged on or after 1st October 2020 and up to 30 June 2021. The main objective of this Yojana is to boost employment in formal sector, incentivize creation of new employment opportunities under Atmanirbhar Bharat Package 3.0. Mount Everest became 86 cm taller as per Nepal and China survey. Highest mountain peak of the world, Mount Everest has now become taller by 0.86 meter. In the conflict over Mount Everest height, Nepal and China have jointly announced the revised height of the world's highest peak as 8,848.86 meters. In 1955, the height of Mount Everest was measured at 8,848 meters by the Survey of India. Prime Minister Modi to lay foundation stone of new Parliament building in New Delhi. Prime Minister of India, Shri Narendra Modi, to lay foundation stone for the new Parliament building in Sadsad Marg, which was located in New Delhi. This new Parliament building is a part of PM's vision of Atmanirbhar Bharat. The building will comply with the highest structural safety standards, including adherence to Seismic Zone 5 requirements, and is designed for ease of maintenance and operations. External Affairs Ministry launched Paveshi Bharatya Divas Convention. Union Minister for State External Affairs V. Muralidharan recently unveiled the website for the 16th Pravesi Bharatya Divas 2021. This Pravesi Bharatya Divas Convention was inaugurated by PM Modi. The Pravesi Bharatya Divas Day is celebrated to mark the contributions made by the non-resident Indians towards the development of country. International Affairs. United Nations approved to mark December 27 as Epidemic Preparedness Day. The United Nations General Assembly, which is a specialized agency and one of the 6 principal organs of United Nations, approved the resolution that proclaimed to mark December 27 as the International Day of Epidemic Preparedness. The main aim of this day is to facilitate exchange of information, transmission of scientific knowledge, and best practices all over the world. This will help to prevent and respond to the epidemics. State Affairs. Arunachal Pradesh to get Universal Service Obligation Fund Scheme. USFO, which was also known as the Universal Service Obligation Fund Scheme, is a scheme which will provide mobile coverage under the Comprehensive Telecom Development Plan, that is CTDP, for NER, that is for Northeastern Region. Now the Cabinet has approved to launch the scheme Arunachal Pradesh and 2 districts of Assam. The project will be funded by Universal Service Obligation Fund. The project is targeted to be completed by December 2022. And more about Arunachal Pradesh is, the capital of Arunachal Pradesh is Itanagar and the present Chief Minister is Pema Khandu. Banking Affairs. ADB approves USD 2.5 million to India for supporting advanced biofuel development. The Asian Development Bank, that is ADB Bank, has sponsored USD 2.5 million to support advanced biofuel development in India. The project is funded by Asia Clean Energy Fund and financed by the government of Japan. This project is developed under the Clean Energy Financing Partnership Facility and the Republic of Korea's E-Asia and Knowledge Partnership Fund. MOUs and Agreements. Cabinet approves MOU between India and Luxembourg. Union Cabinet has approved an MOU between India and Luxembourg in the field of security. The MOU helps both countries to strengthen cross-border cooperation in the area of securities regulation and facilitate mutual assistance. This MOU also enables effective enforcement of the laws and regulations governing the securities markets of both the countries. And more about Luxembourg is the capital of Luxembourg is Luxembourg and the currency used is euro. UNICEF partners with PwC India and UQUA for skilling 300 million youths in India. PwC India has partnered with UNICEF and UWA to upskill 300 million youths in India for the next 10 years. This partnership will focus on three facets to India's digital empowerment for youngsters, which are in the fields of education, skilling, and entrepreneurship. And more about UWAC is UWAC is a global multi-sector and multi-stakeholder alliance created to meet the need of expanded education, skill development, and employment opportunities for young people aged 10 to 24. And more about UNICEF is the headquarters is located in New York, United States, and the head of this UNICEF is Henrietta H. Ford, and it was founded on 11th December 1946. Union Cabinet gives nod to MOU between India and Suriname in the field of health and medicine. Union Cabinet of India has given approval to MOU inked between India and Suriname in the field of health and medicine cooperation. This MOU boosts joint initiatives in technology development in the health sector of India and Suriname. It will also strengthen bilateral ties between the both countries. And more about Suriname is the capital of this is Paramaribo and the currency used is Suriname dollar. Rankings and Index. Urban Governance Index 2020 released, which was topped by Odisha. Urban Governance Index 2020 was released by the Pracha Foundation. Odisha topped the list of states and Manipur and Nagaland were at the bottom. The ranks have been given or awarded to the states based on their local self-government and grassroots democracy. Odisha was followed by Maharashtra and Chhattisgarh. The top 5 states of this report is the first position was taken by Odisha, second by Maharashtra, third Chhattisgarh, fourth Kerala, and fifth Madhya Pradesh. Science and Technology. IIT Guwahati launches new technology to harvest water from air with the concept of hydrophobicity. IIT, which was known as the Indian Institute of Technology, Guwahati, which is a public technical and research university established by the government of India. So now they have developed a new technology to harvest water from the air. This technology uses the concept of hydrophobicity. The research team was headed by Uttam Manna along with research scholars Kaushik Maji, Abhijit Das and Mani Deepadar. Sports news. Central government to initiate 1000 Khelo India small centers to boost sports in India. Union Sports Ministry is to set up 1000 Khelo India small centers to encourage sports across India. This was announced by the Union Sports Minister Kiren Rijiju at the 10th Global Sports Summit TURF 2020, which was organized by FICCI. These centers will help retired sports persons get employment or some role in the sports of the country. Earlier, the minister has launched the second edition of Fit India Cyclothon via social media. And more about Sports Ministry is the Union Minister of this Sports Ministry is Kiren Rijiju. Important days. Human Rights Day is celebrated on 10th December. Every year, Human Rights Day is observed on 10th December. This is the day the United Nations General Assembly adopted in 1948 the Universal Declaration of Human Rights. This day is celebrated for the protection and promotion of human rights, which works on rights relating to life, liberty, equality, and dignity of an individual. These are the important and latest current affairs of December 10, 2020. If you like this video and if you think this video is very useful for you, don't forget to subscribe to YouTube channel and click the bell icon for daily updates. Thank you.